guys, it's Sam and Elise from CoasterCastle and we're back with another video. Bit of a day behind on this one. We're not at Blackpool opening day, we're here the day after Blackpool opening day. So if you haven't guessed already, we are at Pleasure Beach Blackpool and thought we'd come along and check out what's happening at the beginning of the season. This season we have also upgraded and decided to get season passes. I think we got Blackpool Plus.
I believe we did, yes.
Yeah, so we picked that one up during a sale, so I thought, you know what, we'll come along and check this one out for a few times this season. I think we only did one visit last time.
Yeah, we only did one visit last season.
Fireworks.
Yes.
It was the mid-year fireworks, so it was a bit bright out on that day, so thought we'd have an earlier visit this season, look around. We'll probably come a couple of times this season, may not vlog every single time, but thought, yeah, let's do a vlog for today and see how things go. But a little bit cold today. I believe yesterday got all the good weather.
Yesterday was the nicer weather, but hey, here to enjoy ourselves.
Here to enjoy ourselves and have a little look around. Obviously there are some changes and closures this year, so we're going to have a look at those and sort of see what's coming and what's changing. But yeah, let's go get started. So one that actually did surprise us is that Ice Blast is actually returning in the form of Launchpad. As you can see, got a lot of work continuing on it, lots of scaffolding at the moment. I believe they've installed the new canisters. I believe there's talk of new canisters for the launch part of the experience to be enhanced and improved. And there's a lot of work still to continue on this. At the moment we've still got the signage up for Ice Blast on the sort of outside, I believe the operations building next to it. There's still an Ice Blast sort of sign on top of that. But to be fair, it looks like they've done some really nice work on the colours. I can see that the colours have changed a bit now. They've got some like the reds, blues.
They're quite vibrant. Yeah,
they're a lot more vibrant and a lot more alive than when we previously saw it. I mean, not one that I'll personally entertain. I'm not a fan of drop towers, shot towers, or anything that is a tall tower, much like this one. But I know a lot of people who are quite excited to ride the ride when it is reimagined as Launchpad to open later on this year. But like I said, definitely a surprise, because when we were here last time, we were both pretty confident that this one was going to be leaving the park. So yeah, pleasant surprise that one. But let us know, are you going to be looking forward to giving it a try when it reopens? If you're wondering, it's not happening. As part of this year's announcement, there was the announcement that 5 rides would be leaving the park lineup this year, one of which being the Gallopers Carousel. Now, this one I thought was quite a strange removal, because I thought it was always quite a popular ride. Obviously, everyone loves a carousel, they are quite an enjoyable, stable part of any park. But this one will be leaving, along with a couple of other rides in the park, which we'll show you when we get to them. I believe we've got the Alpine Rally, the Eddie Stobart trucks, the Gallopers Carousel, Arrows Skyforce, and there is another one, but I can't remember which one it is off the top of my head at the moment. I said it earlier on in the car. I've forgotten what it is. But
it's Escape Eater.
I've completely forgotten which one it was, but there is another one that is leaving, which I'm sure I'll remember at some point in the video. But a lot of the rides leaving in one sort of main area of the park, which could be a big plan for a development coming up. But yeah, let's continue looking around and see what we can find. Now, I did register that the dodgems were also completely empty, but I don't think it was that one leaving the park. But I do wonder what the fate of the dodgems will be as well. Continuing from what we just said, Skyforce, all these seats have been removed from the actual ride itself. Still got a couple of the Red Arrows planes, there's one up there, and you've also got the other one over there. But if you're wondering where the seats are, if you go this way into the little base camp HQ shop for the ride, they're just in there, ready for their next destination. So they're all just hanging out in there at the moment. I think the missing one that I was looking for was the mini carousel over here, the little vintage one. Again, I could be wrong, I am a little bit out of the loop with Pleasure Beach news, but I think this one might be it. That was missing from the 5 earlier. But yeah, there it is. Well, that is probably single-handedly the worst thing I've ever heard or noticed. My bears are gone, or asleep, or in the shutter. They're still playing music, you can hear them, they're still going, but can't see them. Yeah, justice for my bears, I guess. I really think they're adorable. I know other people didn't like them half as much, but I thought they were really cute. So Yeah, bring back the bears. They've got a seagull keeping guard at the moment. Is it like a jailer? Release the bears, please. Now, we managed to come over here the other week to give a bit of an update on what was going on down with Grand Prix. Obviously another ride that closed last season, unfortunately. But yeah, as you can see, the main sort of section of the ride has been completely removed, and from the works that we saw the other week, got quite a big flat area now over here. However, the water fountain's still there, so that's quite nice to see. Little water feature still happily there in the corner. It's quite nice. We do still have parts of the garden left over. Got Bradley and Bella Beaver's little garden is still over there with some other little bits. Still got the sunflower ride that was over there, I think the Pater ride one. But yeah, what we've got now is we've got a very sizable space here which could be used for something. Obviously we are not too sure what's going to come here, but we do also have the other sections or the areas of the rides behind us, well, in the area behind us that we've obviously highlighted already. Could we be seeing one really, really big attraction, or could we be seeing multiple new attractions in the next few years at Pleasure Beach? I have absolutely no idea. I'd love to see it be multiple new attractions, but what do you reckon? What would you like to sort of see fill these spaces? Are you looking for more roller coasters, or are you looking for more thrill rides, or would you be hoping to see more of a family-friendly ride instead? So what do you reckon could come into these spaces? There's a lot of things in the park that are closing, there's a lot of spaces opening up. What sort of things do you hope for? I mean, there's a talk of the gyro swing rumours going around, but do you think we could see other things? Because there's a lot of space for a gyro swing.
There's more than enough space here for maybe 2 or 3 of the gyro swings.
Across all the sites that are
Yeah.
available, yeah. But what do you reckon for this one in particular? Do you think we'll see a gyro swing here, or do you think this will be for something else?
Personally, I'd like to see a little kiddie coaster like Flying Fish here.
And,
It's got a nice footprint for it.
I mean, do you think the park may have too many coasters though? There's quite a few coasters in the park.
A lot of thrill ones, yes. A lot of nice old woodies, but maybe something a bit modern in this space. Just to continue like what they've done with Icon being in the middle. You've got new and old, very much meshed together.
Could work.
You could have St. New in the shadow of St. Cold.
So, obviously Grand Prix I've mentioned already, but here's what the station's looking like at the moment. Obviously we've got a lot of pieces stripped out, the vehicle's no longer on site. We've got a bit of cabling down there in that corner over there, which are all folded up quite neatly. But yeah, this is the only remaining part of the ride now with the platform. We've got the entrance there, we've got, obviously if we go over here, we've got the exit, end of the ride essentially. But that now is just a dead drop straight down, as the other part has been removed, as you've seen. But yeah, another site which we're curious to see where it goes. Obviously, also around this area in the past they had the monorail station, which has also been removed in recent years. But like I said, big period of change coming in the next few years for Pleasure Beach, I think. A lot of things being taken out this year, a lot of closures this year. But I think it's going to all really be worth it. So I'm curious to see which direction the park is looking to take going forward. The only downside to losing the Grand Prix is I no longer get to drive a car. So I had a bit of fun driving that one. It was quite a lot of fun. I mean, I do quite enjoy those sort of self-drive sort of rides that kind of make you work for the ride almost. I think it's quite fun. But yeah, it'll be interesting to see how the park goes. As you can see, he's not very confident with the idea of me driving the car there, so we found another construction wall. Hooray! Sam is very excited about this, I think.
Yeah.
Construction wall. It is a wall. So there's a gap there, but I'm not going to try and get down to look. So this is the former site of the Bowlerdrome and Planet Rock, I believe. Again, another rumoured site for more things and developments to be coming here. I think people are very much penning this one as a site for the gyro swing rumours. But again, it's another pretty big space. Obviously the Bowlerdrome theming over the last few years had been removed and sort of phased out essentially. Obviously that was quite Flintstones heavy. But again, it's another pretty big site which could be used for developments and updates, of which we're again curious and looking forward to seeing what happens with these. Another ride that hasn't opened at the beginning of the season this year is River Caves. Now, River Caves is a ride that we both really quite enjoy. It's quite a relaxing, enjoyable ride, quite classic as well for Pleasure Beach. But as you can see, we are fully drained at the moment with no exploration happening today. It spent a lot of time closed last season. I'm fairly sure it spent like 90% of the season closed, which we were quite worried about the future of the attraction and what would be happening. However, in the update that was put out before opening this year, we have had a little update, and we'll come over here just to show you what they've written up on this board as well. By the looks of it, they are looking to reimagine River Caves and give it an update. Potentially we'll go on to see in there some more updated and modern elements put in, you know, some more updated theming, maybe even some more updated effects. I remember the other year they put in one of those sort of like holographic jellyfish animations, which was quite a cool little addition in this sort of underwater scene. I mean, personally, if we could get anything, I'd love to sort of see that Magnolia Cafe section that they had at Blue Grotto open back up again, so you'd be able to see back up into how wide and large that room is. That one used to have a crossover of River Caves, it used to go to the restaurant area, and it was also part of a crossover of Goldbine. Again, another ride that I was quite fond of. Unfortunately, Wallace and Gromit just doesn't do as much for me. I don't enjoy it as much, but it would be nice to sort of have that ride crossover, sort of open area return, but I don't believe it is possible due to the usage of the Magnolia Cafe space for other things like events as Journey to Hell and the Christmas events. But it is something that I'd like to see return at some point. It's one of my favourite parts of this ride. But yeah, I'm really looking forward to seeing how River Caves develops and what it looks like when it does reopen in the future. One that we're really looking forward to, just hoping that it keeps the charm that it had in the past, as it was quite a charming, nostalgic ride for us. We found another mirror maze. Thought we'd pop into Impossible just because it's always quite an enjoyable exploration. We do love a little illusion sort of thing. Really enjoyed this one for Journey to Hell because the circus overlay they did was quite fun. Sam actually enjoyed that one.
I did, yeah, that was good.
Did you find a wall?
I think we're going to go down everything.
Just going to get lost. But yeah, you enjoyed the Journey to Hell overlay in here, didn't you?
I did, yeah.
You actually got scared by something for once.
Well, when you got a clown threatening you with a sledgehammer.
No, I was talking about the one that appeared in front of your face.
Oh, that one. That was good.
Yeah, Sam has actually got us lost in a mirror hall. Great. Oh, no, there we go. We found a way. Apparently I am short and you're short and I'm shorter.
Yep.
I mean, I do look shorter than usual, so. Didn't work out very well.
Warning, please walk, do not run.
Good warning.
Please walk, do not run.
Good warning. One thing in Impossible that we haven't seen for a very long time and we'll probably never see again. This door led to the Haunted Swing, very much a smaller version of a Vekoma Madhouse like Hex, I believe. Yeah, it literally is just beyond that door, but has been closed for a very long time, and like I said, if it's even still in there, we'll never see it again, I don't think. But fun little fact that for you. Grand National is currently undergoing some extended maintenance to be ready for the main season. That does mean, unfortunately, it's not open for this weekend, but hopefully we'll be seeing the races back on again soon.
Come along into my Wonderland and meet all my friends. You'll see the white stuff.
So, started off on our first ride of the day there, Alice in Wonderland. It's looking really good. Like, it's a lot more brighter in there. They've refreshed a lot of stuff. It's a lot more. I think they've repainted a few scenes and the animatronics is completely added in. One of the ones I did notice, like Humpty Dumpty, looks a lot more fresh. Like, but there was a lot of sort of sections in there that looked a lot fresher and more vibrant today, and it's running really well as well. Like, you know, had quite a nice little rugby speed to it. Everything more or less was working fine in there, and yeah, I mean, always a classic, enjoyable ride for me personally, as it's one of my favourite things in the world, Alice in Wonderland. But yeah, looking really good, looking really fresh and enjoyable. So good. I mean, I'm a big fan of dark rides, and there's quite a few of them here at Pleasure Beach, so it's always a good find for me to come to and enjoy. definitely got better than they did.
Really nice.
I think you said fresh batteries.
Yeah. The cars were, well, they had a new life of energy to them.
Proper whipping around in there. And it was looking really good, visually quite vibrant, and that UV was really popping as well. So yeah, let's continue. Always a favourite of ours again, dark ride, we love dark rides, we also love ghost trains. We noticed a few changes in there. There was one or two things that were unfortunately not operating, mostly the furnace. Like the furnace that would usually open up, his audio was working, but his misted effect and the opening of the front brakes wasn't running. But a lot of things in there again, looking refreshed, looking a bit more brand new. Still love a lot of those new effects they've got in there that were added last year. And there are a few surprises that always catch me off guard on that second corridor. I did notice that the garden scene had been changed out. It looked more like a sort of monk's place.
Almost like a little sanctuary.
Yeah, that. I forgot the word. And then they've also really nicely refreshed the sort of downstairs nursery house kind of scene as well. Looking a lot more refreshed in there. Some new scenes in that as well, like the changing room. It will look a lot more fresh. My only concern with that one part is there is a fire exit sign, which is incredibly bright, and it's like it just takes away from that really well done scene. But
I think that's kind of health and safety regulations.
I don't mean the actual fire exit light though. I mean like the light behind it.
Oh.
You know, it's like there's a service light or something in that area which is still turned on. I know a few of our friends last year mentioned it as well, so it still looks like it's still there. But what do you think? Okay.
It's always a fun ride to go on. Always worth it. If you're coming to Blackpool Pleasure Beach, always get on it. It's like a staple of the place.
Yeah, always a lot of fun. Yeah, like I said, dark rides, we do love our dark rides, and that is another classic one, being the first ghost train ever. So. Nickelodeon Land was open as part of the half-term offering, and now it's back open for full offering. So yeah, let's do some rides over here. Again, do love some of the theming over here and some of the ride ideas, and it's always just a lot of fun. But I think we're going to go with one of the classics first, roller coaster, also known as Nickelodeon Streak. Always a classic when we come and visit Steeplechase. Running 2 of the 3 lines today. Yellow again not operating, but was testing earlier. And over there goes Icon. Coming back any second now. Again, really smooth coaster, Mac rides, and one of the ones that again we really enjoy. I think we've started to learn that we actually quite enjoy the Mac ride coasters quite a bit, so
we do, yes.
Always a bit of fun, always smooth, always enjoyable, and generally always a good ride all around, so good fun. One thing I would point out is operations today are absolutely flying across the park in my opinion. Icon, it's just right up there it is. Got my target a little bit off there, but Icon, you know, we barely even got through the air gates and we were already on the ride, you know, it was like very quickly. But yeah, I've noticed that across the entire park today. It's just really fast operations all around, which is great to see. Some rides doing single train operations, some rides doing more than one. Icon's on 2 trains for example, and really flying through it today, which is great to see. There it goes again. One thing I've noticed, so there are a few issues with the ride photography today. Blue Flyer hasn't got photography on at the moment. I don't know if that's just something they're not running on it this year, but the operations of Blue Flyer was closed. Icon didn't seem it was like it was taking pictures, and then in the photo booth at the end it did also look like it having some screen issues.
Yeah, it did look like they were having issues technically.
A few issues over there, but again, not a big issue really because you don't really buy much ride photography, but just something to be aware of that it may or may not be temperamental this season. But yeah, operations today are absolutely flying. It's brilliant, it's going really well. So
They're outstanding.
they are doing really well. And honestly, it's a bit colder than it was yesterday, but the park is relatively busy, but queue times aren't horrendous. You know, they're like 5 to 15, 20 minutes on most things. So really good queue times for a pretty busy down park. Let's go on. So I'm not a big fan of the next one, but I know some people I know are, so yeah, I guess this one is for you guys. You know,
Time for cheese.
I'm not a big fan of Wallace and Gromit ride. I'm a bigger fan of, well, I used to love Gold Mine. We've got this instead of Gold Mine. I don't enjoy it too much personally. I think it's really mildly scary. I don't know why. Something about it is a bit scary or weird to me. I don't know why it is, but I don't really enjoy it very much. I don't know why, but something about the ride is just really unnerving and off-putting. I don't know if it's just because there's like all those like dark sections of nothing happening. I don't know, but we'll go and see if I'm any more of a fan of it this season. But I wasn't last season. But we have heard that there are talks of putting new scenes in after the success of the latest release, Vengeance Most Foul. Let's go see if I enjoy it this season. Big old slipper cars. Slipper cars. Don't think I've seen that chicken though. Seemed a bit suspicious to me. And here's our slipper car. I still don't. I feel like it's got to be a better name than that one. Slipper. So I know James is really a big fan of these. So look, there are many Norberts. And also quite a big feathers and little tiny feathers, and of course all the other things like Gromit. And Gromit, is he a soft Gromit?
He's a soft boy.
Soft Gromit. Good. Yeah, we'll talk about the ride in a minute. I have some thoughts, honestly. And then we've got little Shaun the Sheeps and sheep headbands. I'm obsessed. Oh, these are cute. Little Shaun the Sheep headbands. But if you don't like Shaun the Sheep, there's another one. Behold the other one. It's Gromit Sam. So, I still don't get it. I'll be honest with you, I still find it weird. I still find it creepy. It felt weirder this time. I don't know why, but I think because we were sitting in the back seat section, it was a lot more disjointed. A lot of the scenes were kind of resetting as we were in them almost. We hadn't fully got out of the scenes yet. So we were sort of still going through it, and then the lights were going down and resetting the scenes. It was very strange. Don't know if that was a timing issue or what, but it was just a bit weirdly disjointed. Obviously we know that it has a mixture of all the different episodes and sort of stories put together, but again, some of the newer stuff kind of felt a bit chucked in there a bit. There are some new scenes that we've noticed, or at least they may not be new, but I've noticed them for the first time. And there definitely are some new additions for Vengeance Most Foul in there. Not going to spoil it just in case you are going to go and experience it, but there are some bits in there that are a bit different. But yeah, I still find it the weirdest thing ever. I think it's really strange. I don't like it. What do you think?
To be honest, it's charming, but the scenes felt in a bit of a muddle. If that's the right.
They've always been mixed up anyway, but
It just felt more muddled this time.
I think for me the reason it's so off is because it's just dark. You know, there's a lot of darkness in there. It felt like there's more dark sections in there this time than there usually is. I don't know why, it just felt very dark. I do feel like some scenes that they've added in, especially near the end, are like a placeholder at the moment, because there's a big dark section and then a tiny little new bit. So I'm hoping that that big dark section near the end is going to be made to be a bit bigger. But it was a nice little reference that they've added in for the new episode that came out. But yeah, for me, still weird. I can't get my head around it. but I know a lot of people do enjoy it, so it's great. It's just, for me, it's mildly scary.
Overall, I'd say it's quite an enjoyable ride.
Oh.
Especially watching this one.
Honestly, the commentary you'd get from me is something. But the little tiny mice by the rocket ship are the most adorable thing I've ever seen. I love them, just nothing else. Sorry anyone who loves it, it's just a note from me. Look, you cannot tell me that that is not ever so slightly creepy. I find it really creepy. I know loads of people really enjoy it, but I just can't. It's so creepy. Cool, so that brings us to the end of our day here at Pleasure Beach. A little bit of a shorter vlog than usual, mostly because we were going on more rides and didn't film quite as much at the end of half of the day just because it's been so cold. It has been really cold today. Always the way of when we come to Blackpool, it seems to be quite cold for some reason. So yeah, didn't film quite as much in the end half, but did a couple more rides, had a walk around some of the shops, picked up a few little items to take home, mostly pin badges today. But honestly, it's been a great day, great way to start off the theme park season as well. All the staff have been absolutely wonderful today, and there's been a lot of really nice conversation with staff, especially like the retail staff. Lovely lady in the main shop at the end there was just so lovely and bubbly.
She was good.
So yeah, just really lovely staff. We've had some great conversation with ride ops and the attendant staff as well today, so it's been quite nice. But overall, it's been one of those great days on the theme park. We've run into a couple of friends of ours. Obviously, great to see some of our friends at the beginning of the season. Great to sort of see everyone start catching up again. Looking forward to doing more of that as well in opening weekend at Alton Towers in a few weeks' time. But how'd you get on with the day? How'd you find things?
I loved it. It was a great day. Staff were amazing. Service with a smile everywhere.
Love to see it.
Perfect. Ride availability, mega. Actually pretty good. Queues were no more than like 10-15 minutes most, and you're on the ride enjoying it.
It's like when we were doing Icon, we barely even, because obviously got glasses on, didn't even get our glasses off and phones in the bag before the air gates were open. It was just like...
That felt like a walk-on.
Very much a walk-on in that sort of sense there. Like the staff, again, been really great today. Operations have been flying through. It's just really been one of those really good days today. The only downside was it's been cold.
Yeah, but you can't control that.
No, but it's been open from 11 till 5. We got here about 12ish, and we managed to do everything we intended to do today, which was great to see. And yeah, just generally a great day all round. But yeah, I believe this is the end of this vlog for now, and we will be back at Pleasure Beach during the year because we have picked up annual passes for this one. We went with the passes during the sale over Christmas, so we'll be seeing a lot more Pleasure Beach content on the channel hopefully in the coming weeks and months as we return and see how things develop. Obviously lots of things that have been closed down or are being reimagined for maintenance and other things. So obviously got Launchpad coming, River Caves, what's going on over there. We've also got all the rides that have now been taken off the lineup, which hopefully we'll start to see some movement of those over the coming months and see what's going to take over those spaces as well. So should be a pretty interesting time. There's going to be like so many different things happening and lots coming for the resort. It's going to be quite an exciting time, and there's even things that we haven't done yet, like Passage del Terra that I know Dark Shadow wants us to do with him at some point. So we'll go and see that and see if we can get scared, which we're looking forward to trying that one. But we never know, we might even put in a Ripley's visit because that's also part of Pleasure Beach, and we've not done that for a couple of years now actually, I think. So we might go do that as well. But yeah, that's pretty much all we've got for this video. Obviously, if you did enjoy this video, please consider liking, subscribing, all the usual good stuff that helps support the channel and helps us all grow. And other than that, we're probably going to be next at Towers opening, I think, if not sooner.
For every like, Elise will go on Wallace and Gromit at least another time.
Don't do that to me. Oh no, don't do that to me, please. Actually, yes, please like, but then...
We'll make it worth it, guys.
I'll if it gets, like, I don't know, like 15 likes, I guess, I'm lowballing here, I might get one of the headbands, maybe, I don't know, but, oh god. Anyway, before he starts making any more agreements with you all, we will see you soon, so thanks for watching, bye bye!
Bye bye!